Hello, my beautiful human. Welcome back to the She Did It Anyway podcast. I am so excited you're here. We're going to talk all things social media, but specifically about our mindset when it comes to social media. And when I was thinking about this episode, I was thinking of what did I want to title this? And I landed on social media might not be the problem, which could be very triggering for some of us because I have heard it even from my clients, my friends. My cousin takes this hiatus every freaking week and month, but so many times we're saying, "Hey, I'm getting off social media. Like I need a break from social media. I just hate it so much. Like it's driving me crazy." And it drives me crazy when I hear that, not because I disagree. I do think it's actually so important to disconnect from social media and live your life, but I also think it's important to have a better relationship with social media and understand why you have it, understand why it was created, and get really, really clear about what you want to get out of it. So I want this to be a podcast where there's no notes and we are just chatting, because I truly believe those are the best episodes. But I hear it all the time. And I used to do this too, where I was like, I'm done. I'm off social media for a month. I'm deleting the app. I can't go in it anymore. Like it's driving me crazy. And I realized that it's literally not even social media that is the problem. Like I am the problem. Is it me? Like I'm the problem. And not even in the bad way, but truly sometimes we are the problem in terms of the comparison trap that we allow ourselves to fall into, and the accounts that we're following that are triggering us, the misalignment of why we even have the platform to begin with, and this mindset behind social media is out to get us, and this algorithm is out to get us, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And so it has taken me years, truly years, to get in a space where I have now truly understood that social media, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Snapchat are tech tools that are created to help us connect with one another. Okay? That is all it is. It is a tool. It is like your computer, right? Of course, there are many times where I turn off my computer and I'm like, okay, no more computer. I need a break. I need to turn it off. And there's other times where I'm like, okay, this computer is my outlet. I get to use it to connect with people, search things up, learn new things, laugh, cry, do all the things. It is just a tool. It's a piece of technology. By taking the power away from these tools, by taking the power away from Instagram, and being like, okay, Instagram, I'm using it as a tool to grow my business, or I'm using it as a tool to follow my friends and family and just stay up to date on their life and give them updates on my life, pictures and videos, updates on my life. Because guys, spoiler alert, that is why the platform was created to begin with. I remember being in college and Instagram came out, and I think Kim Kardashian was the first to be on it. And she posted a video of what she was doing, and it blew me away that I could get direct access to her, that I could see what she's doing. And then I'm like, oh, my friends downloaded it, and I remember it was college and it was summertime, and I got to see what they were doing in Jersey while I was in Massachusetts. It literally was a platform that was created to help us stay social and connect with one another through different types of media. Pictures, video, text, that is why it was created. And for the past 10 years, we have given it so much power, and it has now taken control of our day, our life, which inevitably, I mean, that is probably what the goal was for them in terms of having us be so addicted to it. But it's now up to us to build and create these boundaries with social media and figure out, what do you want to get out of it? So for me specifically, my Instagram is used to grow my business. I am building my personal brand on Instagram. That requires me to have a schedule. That requires me to plan out content. That requires me to do market research, and that requires me to be consistent. Okay. If I start using social media and fall into this comparison trap of what my competitors are doing, which, hello, I've already done before. Like, I'm not saying that I haven't, but if I allow myself to fall into this comparison trap, I'm like so addicted to it that I'm scrolling all day, that I'm not productive in my work. And inevitably, I'm now needing to disconnect. What that does is it is a ripple effect to now having consequences of me not growing my business because I'm not reaching more people. I'm not even reaching or nurturing my people. And so it actually hurts me and it hurts my business when I like have to leave social media for a month or 2 weeks because I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And so instead, I've set these boundaries where now I have a team, thankfully, that are helping me schedule and plan. But I'm also setting these boundaries where I'm only scrolling literally throughout the whole entire day for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes spread out across the whole day. I can set a timer on my phone. You can set a timer on your phone to let you know, like, hey, you've reached your 30 minutes for the day, but that's it. I also have times where I'm posting, and so I'm not opening the app when I'm not posting. I do something called the Pomodoro method where I set up a timer and I'm working for 90 minutes. I take 5-minute breaks. I move, I dance, I drink water, and then I work again. And having these time blocks have been so helpful. So I am not just grabbing my phone and scrolling. So that is one thing that has really helped me like build a better relationship with social media. So I use it as a tool for my business and marketing. The other thing is like I use it to communicate with you. I engage with you. I am like going back and forth in the DMs with you. I have allowed myself to have such a like enjoyable time when I'm having these conversations that I have never gotten a DM where I'm like, oh, another DM. Like that's just not what happens. And so being able to create this like fun experience with my social media has been such a game changer. And I'm just having way more fun. Like even TikTok, let's use TikTok. TikTok is like my fun outlet. Like I will sit on the couch with Matt and I know it drives him crazy, but it's like my time. I will be scrolling. I'm in tears laughing at these people. And every time I get off the platform, I literally say out loud, I am so happy that we live in a world where there is a piece of technology that allows people to show their creativity and like how funny they are. I'm not kidding. Before TikTok, I did not realize how many hilarious people are out there in the world, how many creative people are out there in the world that are not recognized. Like this, like, Joe Schmo from Nebraska, right? Or Arkansas, I have no idea, posting the funniest videos, like so creative. I just have this like fun outlook and mindset over social media. If you have the opposite where you feel like you are dreading social media, like you're doing it wrong, babe. Like you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be fun. If it's not a marketing tool and it's not fun, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And the last part of it, I always like, I'm like all about self-awareness. Like self-awareness and accountability are like my two keywords and core values because at the end of the day, if I'm finding myself scrolling to the point where I need to disconnect because social media is making me feel so shitty about myself, I need to start muting accounts. I have muted so many of my competitors, almost all of them. I've muted friends that I'm just like, hey, I'm not vibing with you right now. Like, I don't want to see your stuff. I have unfollowed people. I have blocked people. Like I am protecting my relationship with social media because I know that if I don't, the consequences are that my business will suffer. Because if I try to fight technology in today's age, I will fall behind. It is inevitable, right? And so I want us to really, really like take some time to acknowledge the consequences that we get when we are not on social media. If you're an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur or a personal brand, like someone that is trying to reach more people. And so really thinking about like, why am I allowing these people to make me feel that way? If they are, can I mute them? Can I mute these profiles? Can I block them? Can I unfollow? And like, again, going back to that question, why am I allowing it to make me feel that way? Why am I not feeling good enough? Why am I feeling that I need that external validation. We talk about that all the time. Our self-worth is not dependent on the external validations of anything, of anybody. And so what is it about these accounts, these people that I am seeing that is triggering me? Is it their life? Is it that they're traveling? Is it that they are like aesthetically pleasing? Is like, what is it? Figuring that out and then making peace with that within ourselves. Like, what is it that we can do to build our confidence and to build our self-worth, and remember that it has nothing to do with the other people on social media. And the last thing before I wrap it up, I know that this is a full episode, but I do want to make it like quick and punchy for you. The last thing that I want to remind you is that social media is the highlight reel. Yes, you obviously, like, I'm very unfiltered and I share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that is a platform that I've created. And I've seen so many beautiful creators do the same, where they're showing their like not so happy days, their stressful days, or the like the things that makes it hard for them to show up, and they're being vulnerable. But also remember that social media is a spot that people get to pick and choose what they post. And so if you're seeing a creator, an entrepreneur, a personal brand, whoever it is, that's constantly just posting like happy content and just perfect content, that's not to say that they're being fake or lying. That is what they choose to create on their platform and to distribute on their platform. That's not a reflection of you. That's not a reflection of even like them being bad. That is just their choice. And so with that, acknowledge that like we're all humans. People have good days, people have bad days. People choose to talk about their good days, people choose not to talk about their good days. Like people choose to highlight their bad days, some people don't. Like, so just figuring, like, just truly understanding that we get to choose what we put on social media, meaning that not everything is perfect, and that is okay. And if people just choose to post the highlight reel, to just remind yourself, hey, like this is not their everyday. This is just the content that they're posting. I think that's helped me so much when it comes to just like making peace with the content that I see and not falling into that comparison trap. We are enough. Like, you are enough. I know I say it in every single episode, like I mean it to my core. And you can listen to this 1,000 times, but until you start telling yourself, I am enough, I have everything that I need, and anything that I don't have, I'm going to get. It's coming for me. It is not my time right now. And so I don't think social media is the problem. I think sometimes it is a deeper problem. It is our lack of boundaries that we put with social media. It is our lack of discipline when it comes to, hey, I'm not scrolling right now, I need to put my phone down. And it is just allowing ourselves to fall into the comparison trap. And like, let's not do that. We're enough. I love you. I can't wait to hear your feedback and like what you think about this. Like, I would love to just like go on for hours talking to you about this. I will do that in my DMs. Like, please DM me and let's talk about like, what are the struggles that you're having with social media? Like, why is it so triggering for you? What are the things that are happening that are making you feel like you're not enough? Like, I remember before I started creating my podcast and like watching video, I'm like, oh my God, this girl's video content is so good, I can't do that. And the more I started saying like, I can't do that, I can't do that, I didn't do it until I pivoted my thought and I'm like, wait, I can do this. Like, let me figure out what camera to get. Oh, wait, let me figure out like, what's the tripod and the lighting to get? Oh, what's a cheaper outlet? Can I use my phone to do it? Like, I went from having this like fixed mindset of this, like, oh, this is just the way it is, to this growth mindset of like, okay, I can do it too. How can I do it? And I started creating a plan and doing it. And so a lot of the times, again, we are triggered by the things that we see on social media because we don't think we can do it, or that's not our life. But what if we worked towards the things that we want? So back to what I was saying, DM me, let's talk about it. Like, I want to know what your struggles are, what is holding you back, and let's create a plan to like build a better relationship with social media, because the positive consequences that come from it is so powerful, because it is a free tool that allows us to reach billions of people. How cool is that? I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I can't wait to hear from you. I love you, love you, love you. Bye. And don't forget, no matter what, she did it anyway.
You did it, Mom.